Hello and welcome to NDTV Auto. I have Mr. Ashish Gupta with me. He is the brand director for Volkswagen India. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you for coming.
Sir, 2024 has been an exciting year,
Yeah.
but how has it been for you and the overall industry?
I think the industry has done pretty well, and if you look at it, last year the industry ended at around 4 million, and I'm sure by the end of December we'll reach around 4.2 million. That's a 5% growth over a very high base. We are almost with the third largest, car market in the world, and with the base being so high, a 5% growth by the industry, I think is impressive. I think this year has been a little bit about I would say expectations being higher than the reality. But at the end of the day, if you look at it, a 5% growth is a very impressive growth by the market. If I look at Volkswagen, this year was more about consistency, making sure that we stabilize our volumes, we stabilize our brand, we stabilize our dealers. So that's something which we set out to do. The another target that we had taken was to make the Virtus a number one in the premium mid-size sedan segment. We have been successful in doing that. The Virtus is by far the largest selling premium mid-size sedan in the country. The segment share of more than 30%. We wanted to bring all the diverse communities of Volkswagen owners in India together and lovers of Volkswagen, not only owners, together. That is something which we successfully achieved with Volkswagen Experiences. This is the second central leg of Volkswagen Experiences. But along with that, I think a lot of micro activities on Volkswagen Experiences going around the entire country through our dealerships. So this is a movement which will gather pace even more in the future years. I think another aspect that we wanted to bring out was democratize the performance capabilities of our cars. We had the GT, which was loved by everybody. We democratized that by bringing the GT lines both on the Tiguan and Virtus, which have been a roaring success and have helped us to keep our volume stable. So I think all in all, a pretty satisfactory year. Being in sales and marketing, I can never say I'm very, very happy. You can never be very happy, but I would say it gives you satisfaction.
Great numbers for the entire market, also for Volkswagen, multiple activities going throughout the year. But going into a new year, 2025, what do we expect?
See, I think next year, I think, again, the base has even gone up. If I look at the market, I would expect a 3 to 4% growth and not more next year. Next year again is about a little bit of transition happening in the industry, both in terms of customer mindsets, in terms of drivetrains. Customers are also right now thinking about, if I buy a car today, next 5 years, what is going to happen? How is electrification going to take off? Are there other alternates available to me? So I think there is a lot of transition happening in the market, and 25 and 26 are going to be 2 years then where you will see, I would say, a shift in how the market operates. Yeah. So in that kind of a scenario, I would expect a 3 to 4% growth in the market for 2025, not more. I would be pleasantly surprised if it is more than that. So within that scenario, I think this is where every manufacturer, along with the customers, is also trying to find their place. What is the ideal strategy? What is the ideal product mix? What is the ideal body styles we have to go for? I think everybody is in that phase, and that is what we are also in. 2025 will be about elevating our credentials even further as a brand which offers performance. Yeah, if you look at our cars, we are known for our performance, whether it is on safety, whether it is on drive quality, whether it is on build quality. That is something which we want to elevate even further. So peak performance is something which we are looking at, and the products to justify that positioning in good time.
Has been there a shift in strategy, especially with the electrification, which was quite a buzz almost a year ago?
Yeah.
Has kind of settled down?
No, I think, again, it's, as I said, it's a transitional phase for the entire industry, yeah, and for the customers as well. So when it is a transitional phase, it's about how do you believe that this transition is going to happen. For customers, it is more about belief now. Yeah. As industry leaders, our role is to basically show customers what is possible, what is going to happen in the next 10 years, and then it falls on the customers to believe in that transition. I think the entire market and customers are right now in that leap of faith kind of a phase. So the projection sometimes can be a little bit off because that leap of faith may not happen as you predicted, but the direction is right. Yeah. So the direction is clearly towards electrification in the long run. it may not, it was predicted to be 5% by 2024. It is going to end up at around 2.5, 3%. So be it. Yeah. Even 3% of a 4.2 million market is quite a high number.
And you already have products ready.
Yeah, so ready, but it also depends on a little bit of how the policy is, under what policy you bring it, how is the ecosystem in terms of vendors and everything developed to be able to bring it in mass volumes. But definitely 2025 and 26 is when the inflection point will happen in India, and we will actually know whether at what pace that transition will happen.
A major trend to look out for. But one of the action-packed cars has been the Virtus.
Yeah.
It has changed the overall dynamics of the segment.
Yeah.
Numbers are in favor of the car. A, what is really driving the sales of Virtus? And B, do you see an inclination towards sedan coming back with SUVs trying to balance out?
No, I think, if you look at the success factors of the Virtus, I think first of all, it's the package, the dimensions, the features in that dimensions that this car provides. I would say the exciting design that this car has brought into this segment. And I would say also a little bit of kudos to my marketing and communication team, the way we have positioned the car, with the GT, with the kind of design changes and the kind of new variants we have been able to bring, whether it is the GT or the GT line or the differentiation through the GT Chrome and GT Sport. So we have continuously excited the customers about the Virtus. I would also like to maybe thank the customers who have really loved the performance and the package and the design of the car and amplifying it. At one point of time, people used to ask me only about Polo. Yeah, when is Polo coming back? So it's a refreshing change that we have been able to replace one cult or one icon with another icon in the making with the Virtus.
This year we see a lot of customer acquisition and building exercises, especially through the experiences part.
Yeah.
How has that been? And again, what is there to look forward to?
No, I think, experiences is, I would say, the objectives, if I look at it from a company point of view, are manifold. The first objective I would say is to give one common identity to the lovers of Volkswagen, whether it is owners, whether it is people who just love the brand and who want to own it at some point of time. Bring those emotions and those feelings under a common umbrella so that we can channel that energy. Secondly, I think also is to give a kind of emotional feel to the brand. Yeah. So at the end of the day, whatever you experience, you end up sharing with your friends, family, and the world at large. Today, social media is everywhere. So even if I am experiencing it today, I can share it with 100,000 people or 1 million people in 1 second. So I think it does give us that kind of a platform where those emotions can be amplified to manifold. Instead of us talking about it, people who really have driven and have experienced Volkswagen talking about it.
Great. My last question is about the used car market.
Yeah.
Volkswagen has entered that pre-certified cars. How is that market doing and how is your business up to?
I think that has been a focus area for us for the last 4 or 5 years. Just to give you some figures, in 2017, my entire network in India used to sell around 3,000 pre-owned cars. Last year, we ended up selling 30,000. So that's a 10-fold increase in 3 or 4 years. And this year, I think, if all goes well, by end of December, we'll end up selling close to 35,000 used cars. So again, that has been a very successful leg for us. From a brand point of view, the pre-owned car business does not bring any revenue or any profit to me. But I have to see from the larger picture. From the larger picture point of view, first of all, it helps me to get even more customers connected to the brand. Today, a customer in the market may not be able to afford or buy a Volkswagen, but buying a pre-owned car through Volkswagen certified pre-owned, he already is experiencing the brand, which builds brand affinity over a long time. So whenever he wants to buy a new car, I am sure his first point of contact would be a Volkswagen showroom. Yeah, so that brings in more customers to our brand. Secondly, it provides a lot of a new profit stream to my dealerships, which is very important. The new car sales business can be cutthroat. Yeah, it is cutthroat. You have to pander into a buyer's market where the new car sales business may not always be profitable. So the pre-owned car business also provides a revenue and profit opportunity for our dealerships.
It's always great to talk to you,
Yeah.
candid and elaborate. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the experience and I'll see you very soon.
Enjoy it, please.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.